to the kitchen show. Craig Ventresco, pictured left, and I play a discrete set of music here in our kitchen in San Francisco every day. And we live stream it onto Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook, over there. It's always hard to look at the camera. It's a little pinhole in the device, but I think I'm looking at Facebook. And here I'm gonna look at Instagram. Hello. And then I'm gonna look at YouTube. Hello. Or are you over there? I don't know. And the TikTok is over there. We live stream at 8 p.m. every day. That is San Francisco time. That is Greenwich Mean Time -7, as we are in Pacific Daylight Savings Time this time of year. Craig Ventresco and I play songs from the 1890s through the 1930s. And I write my own songs, but we usually don't play them, but sometimes we do. Hi, Christian. Hi, Mark. Just saying hi to the people we can see. The vertical devices are too far away for us to read the comments, basically. We can kind of get a few words sometimes. Hi, John. Hello. Oh, I love this. A barrel of rice. Then over twice. Down in One Horse Town? Ah, hey, let's sing this. I love this song. This is a great song. Hi, Tim. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Chuckles. Hi, Judy. Hi, John W. Hi, Steve. Hi, Robert. YouTube sounding good. Thank you. Yeah, probably Instagram has no sound because there's no activity. Anyway, here's the Down in One Horse Town. Back to the verse. Hey, settle down. How's it going? I like the city with its buildings tall. I love apartments with a great big hall. The place you speak of would be much too small for me. And see, I'd rather live upon Fifth Avenue. A simple life for me would never do. I really couldn't go away with you. When do we start? Oh, let's settle down. Some small country town away from all this care and strife. Far, far away from cabarets we'll stay among the days and I'm tired of all the glare and lights, right? Maybe not. Anyway, that's settled down in a one-horse town. That's one of my favorite songs. I don't know it that well. It's like I just like the song a lot. Usually it ruins it when I get to know it. I don't know. Cool.
South.
Alright, hi Slim. Sorry I called you Steve. It says I tried to fix the name, but Facebook refused. Yeah, that's annoying. Craig always calls you Slim. I just forgot. Okay, here's what's the title, Craig? I just dropped my book.
South.
Hey, somebody else said South. Somebody made the comment South, and I was like, what? Are they saying that the sound is not working? But they were just naming the song. Good job naming that song, commenter on YouTube. And hello, Bud. Hello, Bud on YouTube. You said making a good day even better or something to that effect. I have to memorize the comments because they only display for a second or two. It's a good exercise for me cognitively. I smiled when we parted. It hurt me somehow. I thought there was nothing worthwhile. The tables are turning. trying to smile. Sorry now, sorry now, whose heart is aching for breaking each vow. Sad and blue, crying too, just like I cried over you. Just like a friend, right till the end, I tried to warn you somehow. You've had your way, now you must play. I'm glad that you're sorry now. Raise the key, raise the count. Though I forgive you, I cannot forget that you shattered all my ideals. You smiled when I told you that you would regret, and now you know just how it feels. Sorry now, sorry now, whose heart is aching for breaking each vow. Sad and blue, crying too, just like I cried over you. Just like a friend, right till the end, I tried to warn you somehow. You've had your way, now you must pay. I'm glad that you're sorry now. Raise the key. Sorry now, sorry now, whose heart is aching for breaking each vow. Who's sad and blue and crying too, just like I cried over you. Just like a friend, right till the end, I tried to warn you somehow. You had your way, now you must pay. I'm glad that you're sorry now. One half step. Who's sorry now? Sorry now. Whose heart is aching for breaking each vow? Who's sad and blue and crying too, just like I cried over you. Just like a friend, right till the end, I tried to warn you somehow. You had your way, now you must pay. I'm glad that you're sorry now. That's the right key. What key is that? I'm gonna notate that. That's a E flat, yeah?
F.
That is F? I don't believe it. Cool.
I think we were in E flat for a minute. But boy,
Gee.
sorry, I keep doing that.
You got it.
That was your medley for the day.
Dance in the jelly roll. Nobody called it. Dance in the jelly roll. And ball in the jack. What else?
That was it.
Cool. I love that. I want to revisit this. I just love this. I'm just doing like the instant replay like football.
You do the Eagle Rock with such style and grace.
That's cool. So that's called the Eagle Rock. There's another
that's
song in there.
Ball in the Jack.
That's Ball in the Jack. There you go. There's another song called the Eagle Rock.
Oh yeah. There's 2 different songs, 3 different songs at least called Eagle Rock.
Oh, I know what we could do for a theme show. Rabbit holes. Like that. So like on our Rabbit Holes show, we would just go into the both Eagle Rocks, which would lead us to another song or set of songs. You know what I mean?
I guess.
You don't like that idea, okay?
Well, I've just played gigs where people have done that, and it always winds up.
People do that, and it's silly.
Well, no, it's not always.
That's too silly for us.
Oh, Egyptianella. I missed that too.
You miss Egyptianella. Yeah, I'll give it a chance. I was gonna do something somebody requested, exactly like you, but I'll do Egyptianella. I'll try it, you know. It's not gonna be perfect. Crocodile Rock. It's a good name for a song. What song was at every bar mitzvah in the 50s? Which song are you referring to? Because I'm surprised that one of these songs was. We're looking for Egyptian Ella, huh? I mean, I'm looking for it. Alright, we're gonna try it. Boo! Wait. Alright, I'm gonna try this. How does it start? Ella was a dancing girl. Alright. Ella was a dancing girl who started getting fat. Every day brought 2 more pounds to Ella. And one day she found she lost her job because of that. And to make it worse, she lost her fella. So she sailed to Egypt to forget. But she made a hit, and she's there yet. So if you hear the gal who can shake and quake till it makes you think of a nervous snake, they're speaking of Egyptian Ella. She weighs 220, but they don't care. They like her plenty, way out there. She got the love of every fella. When she does the shimmy she beside the river Nile, boys take their old sweethearts and throw them to the crocodiles. And all the sheiks in the Orient cries out with glee why she's immense, for they just love Egyptian Ella. All the other dancers from the desert to the Nile, one by one admit that they are jealous. For although they dance each night and wear the sweetest smile, Ella's tent's the one that draws the fellows. And yet her dance is something they can't steal. No one else could do it but an eel. So if you hear the gal who can shake and quake till it makes you think of a nervous snake, they're speaking of Egyptian Ella. And folks all know when those caravans start pouring in from the desert sands that it must be an Egyptian Ella. When Mr. Sphinx sits up and blinks, there's so much to see. She squirms and shakes, the worms and snakes all bite themselves with jealousy. She's a great big gal in a great big land, and the boys all give her a great big hand. Oh, how they love Egyptian Ella. Boys hang around, but she plainly states she doesn't care a fake about dates they can't make. Egyptian Ella. A sheik tried to kidnap her once, I'm told, but she shook so hard that he lost his hold. He could not take Egyptian Ella. So the Pasha wrote her a royal note with his royal fist. It said, because of the dance she does, she's on his royal waiting list. And that's how fame of a different sort has come at last to an indoor sport, to our own Egyptian Ella. To an indoor sport, to our own Egyptian Ella. To our own Egyptian Ella. There's Egyptian Ella.
Attention folks, speak of jokes, this is one on me. Took my gal to a dance at the Armory. Couples swayed, music played when we joined the crowd. I can't dance, but I took a chance, and right then we started stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all around. So funny, stumbling everywhere, stumbling here and there, and I did declare I stepped right on her toes, and when from my nose I fell, and when I rose I felt ashamed, and told her that's the latest step, that's the latest step, that's the latest step, my honey. Notice all the pep, notice all the pep, notice all the pep. She said stop mumbling, though you are stumbling. I like it just a little bit, just a little bit, quite a little bit. Young and old, short and tall, folks all do this dance. Short and tall, see them all, why they look like they're in a trance. People sway, just to learn this dance. Off they go, nice and slow, when the band starts playing. That's the latest step, my honey. Notice all the pep, notice all the pep, notice all the pep. She said, stop mumbling, though you are stumbling. I like it just a little bit, quite a little bit, just a little bit.
Now we can do the other request, which was exactly like you. Was exactly like you the request? I think it was. It was one of those. Did Zez Confrey write that? Oh, it does sound like a Zez Confrey kind of thing. Isn't there one that's called like tripping over your other fingers? I don't know.
Dizzy fingers?
Yeah. That is what I mean. Craig translates my thoughts to English. I know why I've waited, know why I've been blue. Prayed each night for someone exactly like you. Why should we spend money on a show or two? No one does these love scenes exactly like you. You make me feel so grand, I wanna hand the world to you. You seem to understand each crazy little dream I'm dreaming, scheme I'm scheming. No, I know I'm other, thought that to be true. She meant me for someone exactly like you. Wasn't love better? No, I've been true. I'd let someone exactly like you. Why should we spend money on a show or two? No one does these love scenes exactly like you. You make me feel so grand, I wanna hand the world to you. You seem to understand each crazy little dream I'm dreaming, scheme I'm scheming. Now I know why mother thought it to be true. She meant me for someone exactly like you. I don't know why I've waited, know why I've been true. I was waiting for some exactly like you. Why should we spend money on a show or two? No one does these love scenes exactly like you. You make me feel so grand, I wanna hand the world to you. You seem to understand each crazy little dream I'm dreaming, scheme I'm scheming. Now I know why mother thought it to be true. She meant me for someone exactly like someone exactly like you. Why should we spend money on a show or two? Love scenes exactly like you. You make me feel so grand. I wanna hand the world to you. You seem to understand each crazy little dream I'm dreaming. Scheme I'm scheming. Now I know why mother taught me to be true. Exactly like you. Can't believe I never heard that song. Yeah, hello Zalman. I heard that song a million times. That's how I learned it. It's one of those songs that I just learned because I heard it so many times. But I spend a lot of time doing jazz gigs, and everybody sang it. You know, everybody sang it in every band I was in. Like there's a handful of songs like that where I just learned them from being in bands. Just like playing guitar or banjo in bands. And it's just hearing people sing it all the time. People sing that one. They sing Honeysuckle Rose. They sing All of Me. They sing. We should do a theme song about that. A theme show about that. They sing I Can't Give You Anything But Love. They sing. Yeah, these are all.
One.
Which one?
Here's one. Every band I've ever been in sings this one.
Everybody Loves My Baby.
Miss Madam Lee, the fortune teller, lost her ring and her necklace too. Her husband gave them to his gal, but Madam never knew until one day a gal came to her place all dressed up to beat the band. And Madam spied her long-lost ring when she said, "Read my hand." That gal wore Madam's necklace, and Madam, she saw red. And so she went into her pocket for her barber's friend, and to her these words she said, "You're gonna get something that you don't expect. It ain't no money, and it ain't no check. You're gonna get something that will keep you in a wood kimono, satin lined and trimmed with tin. You're gonna fall heir to a piece of land about 6 foot by 2. You're gonna get it good because it's coming to you. You'll get it in a certain place that rhymes with wreck, because you're gonna get something that you don't expect." Gal gave up Miss Madam's necklace, and then she gave up all she knew. And when she ran out of there, why, she ran so fast that she cut up a brand new street or two. And then Madam Lee, she took her hair eradicator, and then she sharpened it until it shone, to prove to Mr. Madam Lee the reason that men leave home. He came in unsuspecting, and he said, "Oh, hello, sweetie dear." She said, "Honey, kinda turn around and close your eyes." And then she whispered in his ear, "You're gonna get something that you don't expect. It ain't no money and it ain't no check. You're gonna get something that will keep you in a wood kimono, satin lined and trimmed with tin. You're gonna fall heir to a bit of land about 6 foot by 2. You're gonna get it good because it's coming to you. You'll get it in a certain place that rhymes with wreck, 'cause you're gonna get something that you don't expect." I love that. That's you're gonna get something that you don't expect.
You know, I never knew what a wood kimono trimmed with tin was until I was reading a slang dictionary. I love reading like slang dictionaries and idiom dictionaries. I forgot if it was an idiom or slang dictionary, but it was like, no, I think it was like this book about 1930s gangster slang. And I just like love reading those and laughing about the terms. And wood kimono was in there. And it means, of course, a coffin. I mean, you would get that if you were smart anyway, but I didn't get it. But a wood kimono trimmed with tin just makes it even more obvious. But a wood kimono is a coffin. Isn't that funny? And then, I love the lyric, "You'll fall heir to a bit of land," or a what of land? A bit of land?
Yeah.
6 foot by 2. That's really funny. Anyhow. Songs with good slang terms in them would be a really good show. Good, slang, like, slang from the times, slang from the 1920s. But a wood kimono isn't just 1930s gangster slang. That song's like much before the 30s. That song's probably from the teens, even less. Want to do What Makes My Baby Cry or Okay Tuts?
Sure.
What Makes My Baby Cry?
baby blue. Rolls my heart,
thank you so much for having joined us. Yeah, we appreciate you. We can't read. We appreciate all the comments on the vertical platforms. We can't read anything on the vertical platforms till after the show because it's too far away. The devices are too far away in order to fit us on the screen. But we can read them on the horizontal platforms. And thank you so very much for having joined us. I already said that. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your ongoing support. This show is brought to you by viewers like you. We are so grateful to you for supporting artists directly. We don't rely on streams. We don't rely on tiny slices of revenue from, streams on big platforms like Spotify because we rely on you and we thank you. Our tip information is in every show description on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. It's a PayPal link. TikTok does not allow us to display that information on our live stream, but it's on every short video that I post on TikTok. And it's paypal.me/meredithaxelrod or just Meredith Axelrod at Venmo. We have a P.O. box here in San Francisco. And if you send us a tip on PayPal, don't enable purchase protection because there ain't no purchase to protect. And PayPal charges a fee for that. But thank you so very much for your tips. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Love you guys.
Bye. Love you.
Thank you for listening.
Oh, thanks. I see those hearts from here. Thank you.